Hey everybody, how's it going? Marcos Villegas here in Las Vegas, being joined with Bob Arum. Bob, this weekend, Teofimo Lopez is returning after his loss with George Kambosos 9 months ago. Seeing Teo at the gym yesterday and in clips, he seems really focused, like really motivated to show that he's still the same guy that beat Lomachenko and then some.
Well, he better be because, he has his whole future ahead of him. We have a lot of 140-pounders that he can fight and a lot of big fights. And it looks like Teofimo is really back.
He's going against a guy he's a tough dude in Pedro Campa. I was a little bit, I'm not surprised, but I was thinking he could have gotten maybe a softer touch.
We don't do softer touches on ESPN. I mean, ESPN pays us good money to do these fights, and the viewers want competitive fights, and they don't want walkovers.
Now, when you look at just this matchup in specific and Teo moving up from lightweight to 140, what sticks out to you the most about the matchup on Saturday night?
Well, one, he's not going to struggle to make weight the way he did at 135. And I think that'll make him a lot better fighter.
And when you look ahead at the future, you mentioned there's a lot of names at 140, but one name in specific's kind of been making the headlines, and that's Ryan Garcia. After his win over Javier Fortuna, he actually called out Teofimo by name and said if he can't get that Gervonta fight, he wants to fight Teofimo. What do you make of that matchup potentially as, I don't want to say the next matchup, if you think that it's the next, and that'd be great, but in the future?
I mean, in all due respect, I've never talked to Ryan Garcia in my life. And it would be inappropriate for me to talk to him. But Oscar De La Hoya's Golden Boy are his promoters. And Oscar is coming to the fight. And Oscar and I have a long history together. And if Oscar is interested in making that fight, I certainly would entertain it, and we could sit down and talk. But I'm not going off on what any particular fighter said. If his promoter comes to me and says, let's talk business and let's see if we can make that fight, then given our past relationships, I think it would be relatively easy to make that fight.
What do you think of the fight? Because I know a lot of fans would want to see that fight. Given the styles, it could lead to a very action-packed fight between the two.
Well, I would hope. I mean, I don't know. I don't pay that much attention to fighters who fight on other platforms. Just because we have so many fights on our platform, and I've got to live a balanced life. So I can't spend time when I'm not promoting my fights watching other fights that go on, or else I wouldn't have any kind of life.
Yeah, welcome to my life, Bob. That's me. That's all I do is watch fights. But what do you think of Ryan from what you have seen of him?
I have never seen him fight,
Never
period.
at all.
Never any film, nothing. I saw like interviews, but from what I read, he seems like he's a good, competent fighter. But I've never seen him fight. And if I saw him fight, what difference would it make? I mean, the matches are only made by our matchmakers. Our matchmakers get paid a lot of money, and that's their job.
When you look at 140, what name sticks out the most, you feel, for Teo to have like a big blockbuster fight? Is it Josh Taylor, or is it maybe some of the guys from 135 moving up to 140?
Well, Josh Taylor obviously is the biggest fight for Teofimo at 140, but their other fights are Jose Ramirez, Zepeda, Arnold Barboza, a lot of really good 140-pound. I'm sure I've left out a number.
Do you think, because I know there was some back and forth in the past, that we'll ever see a fight with Teo and Gervonta?
With who?
Gervonta Davis and Teo?
I've read a lot about Davis, and I assume he's a very competent fighter, but I've never even seen him fight or talk to him or anything. I mean, man, I live a regular, normal life. It's not just boxing.
Thank you so much for watching this video, and make sure to subscribe for more videos of your favorite fighters over here on Fight Up TV, and give us a follow online as well at Fight Up TV on Twitter and on Instagram. We appreciate it, guys.